Hey, what's going on? It's Herb Sandu, sales engineer at Dorse and Company based out of Seattle, Washington. We're the Washington State Greenheck reps, and today I'm going to walk you through how to install and use the eCAPS bridge for Revit. It's essentially a plugin that you can use Revit and eCAPS at the same time and insert models into your Revit file. So basically, I've provided a link in the bio. You just got to click that, and it'll bring you to this page. And to download the bridge, you just click this orange button here. It'll bring down, it'll pop up an installer down here. You're just gonna have to double click it, and then the rest it'll do its work. It's not gonna prompt you to do anything or ask you of anything else. You may need to restart your Revit or even your entire computer to see any changes. So once you do that, you'll be ready to open up your Revit, and you'll notice your ribbon has changed a little bit. That you'll see a Greenheck tab up here. So that means if you do have that Greenheck tab, it's installed correctly. So you'll be able to navigate through the rest of it without any problems. So there's two options. We can select by performance, or we can select by model. Performance is probably the way to go. It gives you more detailed model in terms of you can add accessories and stuff like that, and the level of drafting on those models will be higher. So we click that performance tab, and it brings you to this window. From here, you'll be able to select whatever kind of fan you need. Keep in mind this is still pretty early in Greenheck's kind of research and development, so they're still adding fans as they go, but you'll see the fume exhaust is grayed out. Down the road, they'll be able to have all the makeup air units, kitchen ventilation system stuff, DOAS units, everything else that you can select within CAPS. In this case, we'll just kind of go through and drop in an HVLS fan, since we kind of know how to select that based on one of our other videos we did. I'm just quickly select size based, because we're not going to get really into the details of sizing everything. Let's go with an industrial style, which is going to be our DS series, either 6-blade or 3-blade. Select a voltage that we want. Mounting structure is kind of important, just because whatever you pick, it'll provide that kind of mounting. So when you drop in your model, it'll have that type. If you have I-beam, it'll have an I-beam type. Drop length, same deal. It'll reflect whatever drop length you ask for. So 3.5 goes all the way up to 10. So down here you will see we got DS6, DS3, 12. At this point, we're just kind of picking. So we'll go with the 6, 8-footer. This is kind of the same page that we've seen before when we did that other selection. If you scroll down, you'll be able to click this R insert, which means it's for the Revit insert. So click that, and it'll bring you over this LOD 300, and that just means Revit level of design 300, which is the higher one of the two that are available. So I'd recommend using that. So I'm just going to tag it HVLS1. We've already selected our motor voltage. So all we got to do now is click insert again. And it's just going to bring it straight into our Revit model. Look at that, 6 blades. From here we can tell it how high we want to mount it. So we just say 16 feet for this case, and we'll just drop it in the middle of this loading dock area here. So there you have it. We have a fan dropped into Revit without leaving Revit, all in a few clicks. So we can take a look at side view here, a little isolation view. You can see it's mounted up there, and remember, picking the mounting type is crucial, because it'll come up with a different attachment. So there's other cool things you can do with this other than just drop fans in. So for instance, we'll just pick a quick USF fan. We'll just go 5,000 at 1 inch. The elevation is the elevation of the project, not the elevation of what the fan to be. So it's just kind of narrowing down all the selections based out of the whole family of USF fans. So this might take a second. Here we can change the blower width, single, double, leave it at single. Here we can go what voltage we want, with the phase, we'll go 283 phase. It's kind of nice, once it kind of narrows it down, you'll be able to see that you can go through all the special requirements and the advanced inputs, static pressure corrections if you need. So if it needs to be smoke control or restaurant spark resistance of any kind, it's all changeable, and it'll narrow down selections for you. Same thing with the advanced inputs. So for this instance, we'll just kind of drop in this USF 24. So we'll just click that Revit button. That's just going to ask tag again. We're going to go EF1. So if you don't select a voltage in the beginning, you'll be able to select it here as well. For this case, we'll just say it's a 2-horse motor. So the construction tab here, it's pretty crucial just because it depends on what arrangement and throw position. That's what's going to kind of come in the model. So we'll say it's an up blast. So if you do have questions about that, just take a look at the catalog. It goes into pretty good detail on what each orientation is. So we're just going to insert from here. So again, it's just going to bring it straight into the model, and there you have it. It's going to be a USF up blast. You can see by the orientation of that discharge, it's going to be up blast. So we can close that out. So the cool thing about this is click it and you'll see the different little tabs we can play off of. So these are just basically going to be your duct connections. So you can just drag it, click it to wherever you need, however long you need. Oh, I guess that's up. So I mean, if we go off this inlet side, you'll see it's easy enough to click and draw a duct wherever you need to go, however you need to do it. You can look through the properties of this. You'll see, you know, it's up blast, discharge positions, or you know, selectable however you need to do it. So you can go through and still double check if you got the right information or not. So that's kind of how you do it by performance. You'll notice that the level of drafting is a little bit better when you do it by performance. If we go select by model, you're going to have to kind of know what model you want and what size it's going to be. So for instance, if we go with these AX fans and we just hit insert, it's going to bring up all the different kind of sizes and styles in that family. So if we just, you know, pick an AX of any sort and just drop it, well, there you go. You have the AX fan, but you're not going to have as much detail as the other ones if you do select parts and pieces with it. But again, you can quickly do your ductwork off of it, draw it out to where you need to go. It's that simple. Nothing different from there. Other one thing to note in this would be you'll see these download icons here, and what that'll do is it'll basically download a zip file of all the files, or it'll download a zip file of all the sizes in that family, but the level of drafting is less. It's 200. So if we were to do that, we can still do it through the performance side. So if we go back to AX fans, sorry, we'll just go with this, we'll roll with it. But this also has an option to where you can select the whole Revit family and download it. So then you can populate it yourself within your own Revit families, so you can always kind of pop back and grab them later. So if we go down here, they'll say download, same deal. You can tag it if you want. It's going to request it, so let's do it. EF2, and we hit download. And it's going to do the same deal. It's going to download the whole family series, but this level of design is going to be 300. So I would recommend going that way. It'd probably be the best for your designs, as well as just coordination. The sizes will be more up to date and current. If you have any other questions on this, feel free to comment, call us, give us an email. We're always available. If you do need more information, don't hesitate. Just ask. We're here. Down in the bio, we got some links for our Facebook, our LinkedIn. Take a look at those, like it, share it, do whatever you can. I hope you guys are staying safe in this quarantine, and we'll be back for another one. Let me know if you have any specific topics you want me to talk about. Thank you.